everyone. My name is Dan Griffiths. I'm the International Marketing and Recruitment Manager here at Wrexham University. Wrexham University has a long history. The institution we now know as Wrexham University was established in 1887 when it was the Wrexham School of Science and Art. Throughout the years, it's gone through a number of different name changes, and in 2008 it got university status. Last year, in September, we officially landed on the name Wrexham University that aligns with the city that we are based in. Today, we're known for a wide range of courses, our great student experience and support, and our high teaching standards. For Wrexham University to partner with an international agent such as Study Now is really exciting. Wrexham University is looking to push its brand globally and to diversify its student recruitment. Study Now are a really innovative agent, and Wrexham University is developing innovative teaching styles itself, so to align with an agent like Study Now, who are innovative and cutting edge, really aligns with our brand and our vision. So at Wrexham University we have a module which is called our Advanced Practice module. This module allows students to add 3 months onto their main university course at postgraduate level. Our team at the university will place students in world-renowned companies such as Mercedes, Airbus, JCB, Kellogg's, and they also gain a reference at the end of this. So this takes out the hassle for students to go and find that placement themselves. We offer a STEM summer school. So this is where students come for 4 weeks and they study a summer school in that subject area with us, and they can progress onto some engineering and some computing undergraduate courses. They're also going to gain an internationally renowned qualification that when they go back home to their home country, they're going to be able to progress in their career with that qualification. At Wrexham University, we're known for our student support and our student experience. We rank really highly in some of the rankings in these areas. And as international students, if you come to Wrexham University, you're going to see the support that we can offer you when you're here. We have our Wrexham Student Village. This student accommodation is located on the campus and it's based right next door to Wrexham Football Club. International students can get accommodation here, but if there's no accommodation available in this building, we have many other providers across the city. So there's private rentals in town, private student accommodation, but there's also house rentals available in the local area. At Wrexham University, our international office is always open for international students to come if they have a query. In the wider university, all of your academic staff are going to be able to give you support if you go to them. There is an open door policy with a number of academics here, so you'll receive a lot of support, not just from a support standpoint, but from an academic standpoint as well. We also have an Ask Desk at the university, so this is a one-stop shop for international students should they have questions regarding money advice, student well-being, career progression, and also academic skills as well. We have staff members that are solely dedicated to creating cultural events across the calendar year. So our staff members will put events on alongside the student union. This year we celebrated events such as Holi and Diwali, and next year we're hoping to hold many more events. At Wrexham University, over the next few years, we have started our Campus 2025 vision and strategy. There's going to be £80 million worth of investment into the campus, and you can already see that now. Our engineering building is currently being built. There's going to be a brand new entrance to the university. We're building a new health innovation quarter, and we've recently opened our cyber security innovation academy. So as you can see, there's a lot of investment, and it really is an exciting time to join Wrexham.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to welcome you all today to this special session, proudly brought to you in collaboration with Study Now. We're excited to have you join us as we explore new academic opportunities that could shape your future and open doors to a truly global career. Today, we are honored to have a distinguished guest from the UK, that's Karen, a representative from Wrexham University. Karen is here to share valuable insights about studying in Wrexham University and the unique advantages it offers to international students like you all. Wrexham University is located in the heart of Wales. It's known for its inclusive environment, strong student support, services, career-focused programs, whether you're interested in business, marketing, computing, engineering, or creative arts. Wrexham provides a high-quality education combined with real-life experience. During the session, Karen will be updating us on diverse academic programs available at Wrexham University, support services for international students, work opportunities and career support, scholarship and funding opportunities, and what life is really like studying in the UK. So, whether you are at the start of your academic journey or considering postgraduate studies, this is the great opportunity to get your questions answered and gain clarity on what Wrexham University has to offer. Without further ado, please join me to welcome Karen. Over to you, Karen. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Halima. And thank you everyone for joining the webinar today. It's great to be here. I know that I've got a few slides which we'll be able to share with you as we move forward, and I'll be introducing you to Wrexham University. So I'm here live in Nigeria. I'm delighted to be in Abuja and really appreciate all the support that we're getting from Study Now. So if we could start with the presentation, that would be great. Thank you so much. So my name's Karen Mai Jones. I'm the head of international at Wrexham University. And you saw my colleague Dan Griffiths now, who's the international marketing and recruitment manager. If I could get the next slide, please, Dan. So today I'm going to run over quite a few different things about Wrexham. I want to give you a really thorough understanding of Wrexham's history, background, what it's like to study there, and also, tell you a little bit about our very affordable fees, our scholarships, and how to apply. So without further ado, next slide, please, Dan. So the history of Wrexham is quite long. It started with a number of further education colleges in 1887, which over the years have combined together until 2008, when we gained university status. And as Dan said in his presentation, we were named Wrexham University in 2023. And on the screen, you'll see that we have great ambitions to diversify our campus, bringing in very modern facilities and buildings. So the building you can see for 2030 is about to be opened on campus. But there are actually ambitious plans for lots of new buildings. We're a young, modern, innovative university. Can I have the next slide, please, Dan? So why Wrexham? So if you can see on the map, we're very close to a number of the largest cities, particularly in the northwest of England. We're actually located in Wales. So where you can see the branding Wrexham University, you can also see the words Prifysgol Wrexham, which means Wrexham University in the Welsh language. We're a small city, which means that we have a very affordable lifestyle, much more affordable cost of living, and the university tuition fees also aim to be very affordable. We're quite a small university. We have about 6,000 students and maybe about 1,200 international students. So that means that, it's a very small, supportive community. Class sizes tend to be quite small as well. And it also means that you have easier access to your academics. Interestingly, in this area of the UK, the vicinity to the large cities, but we also have, I think it's the third largest industrial estate in Europe on the outskirts of Wrexham. And you have some major international companies like Kellogg's, JCB, all have offices and factories on this industrial estate. And just down the road is Airbus, which is also very close to the university. So in terms of employability, we do have a lot of major employers in this area. Next slide, please, Dan. So this gives you an idea of the vicinity to Chester, about 20-25 minutes, Liverpool, just over an hour. And you can connect into Liverpool from Chester through the mass transit system there. Manchester, about an hour and a half by train, Birmingham, an hour and 3/4. So we really are very close to all those big urban cities. But on the other side, deeper into Wales, you'll see Snowdonia National Park, which is a very, very beautiful location. Snowdon is the second highest mountain in the UK. So for those of you who are interested in seeing the British countryside, go mountain biking, mountain climbing, or even visiting the North Wales coast. You can see the coastline along the top. If you want to go to the British seaside, it's all very accessible from Wrexham. And actually, there are about 610 castles in Wales, and there's a number of them within really easy access of Wrexham. So I feel it gives the best of both worlds. You know, if you need to, I've just spent a few days in Lagos and now I'm in Abuja. So, you know, I know that cities can be busy and overwhelming. So there's also the peace and quiet of the countryside very nearby to Wrexham. Next slide, please, Dan. And this slide really shows that, you know, it shows some of the beautiful and the historic locations which are nearby to Wrexham. But Wrexham itself is an amazing little city. It's got some really interesting buildings, and it's that mix of Welsh and English. And you may have heard of Wrexham already. You might have heard of Wrexham FC, which was recently bought, I think about 2 or 3 years ago now, by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, Hollywood stars who bought a small Welsh football club, and it's really put Wrexham on the map. So coming to Wrexham, the university is right next door to the football club. And I'm also suggesting to people, if you want to get a sense of what Wrexham is like, have a look at Welcome to Wrexham on Disney Plus. It gives you a real sense of what a warm and friendly city Wrexham is. Next slide, please, Dan. The campus itself, there are a few different locations. We've got like 6 different locations for university built branches. And you can see that we have things like Colliers Park, which is where our football courses are based, which is also where Wrexham FC train. And we have our main campus, which is called Plas Coch, which is where most of the courses will take place. On Plas Coch, you'll find our sports centre, and right next door is the accommodation. Next slide, please, Dan. So this is a few more of the branches. Next slide, please, Dan. So Wrexham is known for a few things. We are first in Wales for our career prospects, first in Wales for student support, first in England and Wales for our social inclusion, first for teaching excellence, and also for student support. All those things, I think, really indicate what a supportive environment Wrexham provides. And as I mentioned, I'm in Abuja, and I feel that part of my mission to come to Nigeria, which has been amazing, is to understand what something of what our Nigerian students will be experiencing as they transition away from Nigeria to study in the UK. And I think it's really important for us to create, you know, a warm and inviting community when they arrive in Wrexham. We do have students from about 108 different countries, including Nigeria. So we have got Nigerian students on campus, but also from all over the world, including South Asia, India, Nepal, Pakistan, Germany, France, as well as our home students. Next slide, please, Dan. So, you know, we're working with Study Now in Nigeria. We know that they will be able to support the students who want to study at Wrexham University. They'll be able to support your application. They'll be able to assist you with entry requirements and information on courses. They'll also be able to update you on scholarships and help you sort out your accommodation. Once you're in Wrexham, we as a university are really proud to offer a lot of support. You might feel a little bit homesick. You might feel that you just, need a little bit of help and support orientating yourself in the UK. And we also offer careers and employability advice. So when you study in the UK, you are permitted to work 20 hours a week on your student visa. So our careers and employability service do advertise part-time jobs, but then as you transition and perhaps you decide to take the post-study work visa, we will also be able to assist you in preparing your CV and also preparing for job interviews and things like that. Next slide, please, Dan. So this gives you some insight into what it looks like on campus. Right in the center is the main entrance hall, but then we have also, lots of specialisms in our schools. We have laboratories, language labs. We also have some breakout study areas. Of course, we have a large library as well, and we also have outdoor spaces on campus. Next slide, please, Dan. And these are a few of our Nigerian students who have already studied at Wrexham University. And if you go on to the next slide, please, Dan, you'll see this is Stephen. So Stephen joined Wrexham University to study MSc International Business with Data Analytics. He also chose to do the advanced practice module. So that's an additional 3 months. There is a small cost of £1,000, and it's a work placement for 3 months in local business or industry. And Stephen's really gone for it. He's taken advantage of the internship opportunity, and he's now also been offered a permanent role through his graduate route visa in the same company. And if you show the next slide, please, Dan. This is Laura. So Laura came from Nigeria also. She is studying in the business school, and she actually decided to join the Students' Union and successfully campaigned and secured a role in the Students' Union as the women's officer. So again, a really interesting thing to do, a really interesting opportunity to take advantage of. And it looks great on the CV that she's been able to campaign successfully to win a place in the Students' Union. Next slide, please, Dan. So a little bit about our courses. So I'm very aware that many students who want to study at undergraduate level in the UK will come through the WIEC. So if you are graduating from the WIEC and plan to do a degree in Nigeria, you'll spend 4 years studying. In the UK, the students go into a 3-year degree, which means that we need to bridge the gap between the WIEC and the first year of a 3-year degree. So we offer international foundation years at Wrexham University in business, computing, and engineering, and they then bridge over into our full-time degrees. So you can see we've got computing, business, engineering, psychology, law. We even have BSc biomedical science and BSc forensic science. So, and some of our specialisms which relate to our neighbour, Wrexham FC, is the BSc football coaching and performance specialisms and our sports and exercise science. So those are some of our undergraduate courses, and I'll be coming to the cost of the courses shortly. If you show the next slide, please, Dan. These are our postgraduate courses, or some of them. Again, engineering is a really strong area at Wrexham, but we also have amazing computing courses. We have cybersecurity. We have a brand new cybersecurity suite, which has been set up to also operate as an escape room. We have a number of business courses. healthcare courses, and again, we have the MSc in biomedical science. If you could show the next slide, please, Dan. So I've already mentioned our International Foundation Year. That's for students coming straight out of the WIEC who need that little top up into a degree in the UK. The cost for 1 year of the International Foundation starts at £13,000, and it will give you some academic support around your academic writing, and just prepare you to do a degree in the UK. The cost is £13,000 before scholarship. We also have a pre-masters for those students who might have a third-class degree or perhaps a HND. The pre-masters is 3 months long, and again, it's focused on just skilling up, preparing you to do a postgraduate degree in the UK. The cost for 3 months is £2,500. And the other optional course, which I mentioned earlier, is the advanced practice. So that's a 3-month work placement or entrepreneurial option, which you can choose, which costs £1,000. So that really takes advantage of being in the UK and putting you into a working environment. Next slide, please, Dan. So in terms of entry requirements, as I mentioned, for the WIEC and the NECO, we do have the International Foundation Year. If you have an OND, a national diploma with a GPA of 2.8 out of 4 or 3.5 out of 5, you can enter directly into the first year of our undergraduate degree. For postgraduates, we're looking for a minimum 2.2. For those students with a third-class degree, they would be able to apply for the pre-masters. Next slide, please, Dan. So we are looking for English language equivalents to the IELTS 6.0. So we will accept the WIEC or the NECO at C6 or higher. Next slide, please, Dan. And our tuition fees. So for undergraduates, each year of the 3 years is £11,750. For qualified students from Nigeria, they will receive £2,000 each year. So if you do the International Foundation Year and then the 3-year degree, you'll receive an equivalent of £8,000 in scholarship, £2,000 each of the 4 years. Our MA and MSc courses cost £12,500, and qualified students from Nigeria will receive a £1,000 scholarship. For some students, admissions will assess them based on their degree results, and they may be eligible for a further international merit scholarship. And we also have an MBA at Wrexham, and that costs £13,000. And I can just see going along the bottom there, if you have got any comments or questions, please do put them in the chat. I'd be delighted to answer them at the end. Could I have the next slide, please, Dan? So the way, and Study Now will be able to support you in this. You'll need to pay, once you have an unconditional offer, you need to pay a deposit, do a pre-cash check. And again, Study Now are very experienced and will be able to support you as you move towards applying for your visa. So don't get nervous. Don't worry about the credibility interviews. You will be well now. Once you have passed your credibility interview, we'll be able to issue your CAS once we have received 50% of the tuition fee. The remaining 50% needs to be paid within 6 months of the course start date. Next slide, please, Dan. So Study Now is here to help you apply. They'll be also able to help you with any questions that you have. And of course, I'm here right now. So if you've got questions, put them in the comments and I'll answer those at the end. Could I have the next slide, please, Dan? And then actually the next two, I think, and the next one. So we do have, the next big intake is September. So in September, all of our courses are open, all of the undergraduate courses, all of the postgraduate courses. The next intake after that will be January. January is predominantly most of our postgraduate master's courses. And then the next intake will be the pre-masters in February, and then our June intake, which is predominantly business postgraduate courses. So please, we're open for September. Please apply now. Study Now will be able to assist you with your application, and we still have plenty of time to progress that through so that you could be studying this September in Wrexham. Next slide, please, Dan. A little bit about where you'll be living. So we do have some accommodation, which is right next to the university. We have a few hundred rooms. They start from about £130 a week. What you would get is your own room, so a single room. It's very British. We're not very American, you know, where you get your shared rooms. It would be a single room with an ensuite bathroom, but probably quite different to Nigeria, which I'm hearing, is that you would have access to a shared kitchen. So fridges, ovens, a hob. So you'd be able to cook for yourself and make some of that delicious jollof rice that I've tried. So, you know, and it's a great way to socialize as well, especially if you're traveling so far by yourself. The student accommodation is a great way to meet people and make friends. We have Wrexham University accommodation in Wrexham. There are also some private halls and some private accommodation in Wrexham. So when you start to apply to the university, also reach out to the accommodation for their support in helping you find accommodation in and around Wrexham. Next slide, please, Dan. And that's the presentation. So I hope that's been really helpful, really insightful. I'm sure you have got questions. Please do put them in the chat. I'm happy to get any questions that you have at all. And, you know, thank you so much for listening to my presentation just now. I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Karen, for that insightful and inspiring presentation. We truly appreciate you taking the time to share such invaluable information about Wrexham University and the many opportunities it offers to international students. All right, so we'll take questions. I do have a couple of questions before me, so I'll take the first one. What is the plan for students with 10 years gap? What happens to them?
So at the moment, we're just, so I'm in Abuja at the moment. I'm in Nigeria, and we are looking at our policy on that, because I do recognize that a lot of students from Nigeria have a 10-year study gap or longer. So I will be going back with recommendations to extend that. What we look at in the study gap. But I must say, I will be also asking Study Now to support the students in providing the evidence that they need around the 10-year study gap.
All right, thank you so much, Karen. The next question is, how long does it take to get the result of a precast interview?
Well, we are transitioning from in-person interviews to Cash Shield. So Cash Shield does tend to operate within a 24-hour period.
Oh, thank you so much, Karen. All right, another question. Can international students apply for public health or any other health-related course?
At the moment, the main healthcare course we have is called International Healthcare Management, which sits within the business school. Wrexham is a very young and modern university, and we are currently looking at what skills people are looking for in the sector, and we're always developing our portfolio. We hold a very large contract with the NHS in Wales, which means that healthcare is a very important area of study in Wrexham. It's not all open to international students, but it's something we're going to be exploring in the next couple of years. So I have to say, watch this space on that one.
No problem. Thank you. All right, another question says, what is the maximum age someone can be in order to receive an offer for an undergraduate program?
We don't really look at someone's age. It would really be about their motivation and their background and what they have done prior to applying for an undergraduate program. So let me rather than rambling, it would be case by case.
Okay, thank you. All right, do you offer an internal English test for those that hold an invalid WIC certificate due to the time it was completed?
We don't at the moment. We don't at the moment, no. But this is an area that we are currently developing, and we are also developing some pre-sessional English language courses as well. So it's certainly an area that you'll see coming through in Wrexham. Maybe not this September, but certainly moving forwards.
All right, so what's the average turnaround time to receive an offer?
Again, it's a bit case by case, but if we get a full application, a complete application, it's usually around 2 to 4 days.
Okay, 2 to 4 days. All right, thank you very much. All right, another question says, graduates from Benin Republic University, do you accept them?
Again, it would be case by case, but Benin Republic, yeah. Yes, absolutely, we do. Yes.
For a direct master's or a top up?
I would need to see the qualification that they're holding.
Okay, thank you. All right, how about HND students? Do you take them for direct masters?
At the moment, we take them for our pre-masters.
For pre-masters, okay. I think I have another question that says, how long does it take to get a feedback after precast interview?
So we're just introducing Cash Shield. Cash Shield is usually a 24-hour turnaround.
24-hour turnaround. All right, for
Yeah,
students that already have an offer with Wrexham for September intake, how do you handle the whole process for the precast interview?
that will go through Cash Shield. Are you
So they
familiar
have
with
to
Cash
wait
Shield?
for the. Yes, I am familiar with Cash
Yeah,
Shield.
I thought you would be. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so those that have an offer would have to wait for the Cash Shield to pop up.
Yes, yes. I understand that maybe Nigerian students are now looking for an earlier CAS. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Can students apply for MRES?
We do not have MRES at Wrexham University.
Okay. Any scholarships?
So the scholarships are £2,000 for undergraduate students each year and £1,000 for postgraduate students. So that's a 12-month, 1-year degree course.
Okay, so a question is, what's the first deposit for Wrexham?
It will be 50%. So in order to release your CAS, we'll need to receive a 50% deposit.
Okay. Few more questions.
You rattled through that, Halima. Thank you
Thank you so
for
much.
looking after the questions for me.
You're welcome. All right, I think we're done with the questions for now. Do you have few remarks?
Just amazing to be here. It's amazing to be in Nigeria. I'm over the moon to be in Abuja. I feel so privileged to be meeting some amazing students. We've got some students in the room here with us at Study Now in Abuja. So I'll be talking to them shortly. Thank you so much to Study Now for hosting this webinar this morning. And thank you, Halima, and also to Dan in the background for looking after my slides for me.
All right, thank you so much, Karen. All right, to everyone who joined us today, thank you so much for participating and you're giving us good questions. We hope this session has given you a clear understanding of what studying at Wrexham University could be like in the future and how it could be helpful in achieving your academic and your career goals. Thank you all for joining in. Do have a great day. Thank you so much.
Oh wow, thank you. Like I really didn't expect this.
When we started, I really don't know what I was here. I came to this program and I've gotten a lot of information, like how easy it is to register with Study Now. Like it's easy. You don't even need to stress. Just tell them why and what you want to do, what school you want to go to and everything. And they'll just help you out, consult you, put you through.
As an aspiring student of YSJ, yeah, I'm happy to say I started my applications already, just waiting for my transcription to be processed and I can submit my application.
I have known Study Now for about 4 to 5 years and I've worked with them several collaborations, and this year we decided to host a Study Now event, a Study Now fair.
I heard about this event when Study Now agents called me and said they're having the fair today. I would say the event today was beyond my expectation, and the way it was organized, I feel like I've learned more than before I was here today.
The highlight of the program was when we got to the scholarship part. I saw a few people almost crying. I think I saw someone crying.
I was actually kind of surprised because it's been a while I've been applying for scholarships and I've never actually been shortlisted. So I was very surprised, very happy. I told my mom and sister about it. Up until today, I was really excited when I heard my names.
I basically applied then because it was one of my dreams to study in the UK. And today when I was called to the podium, my mind skipped a bit, I will not lie to you. Thank you to Study Now for they've helped me get a step closer to achieving my dreams.
In the Study Now fair, we gave 3 people scholarships of almost, £30,000, which is not an easy feat to do. And, it's the first of its kind. We're doing it. Nobody's done this before in Nigeria. We're doing it. And we're going to keep doing it every year. I'm so happy for those who benefited from this.
This is really amazing. It's an amazing thing they are doing out there, and I'm sure that the people they pick would definitely make them proud.
Literally giving an opportunity to change someone's life is what I'm going to be particularly grateful to Study Now for.
One thing, I'm glad I came here today, and to everyone who is or might be looking to say, okay, I want to study abroad, but I don't even have the money. What I would say is you take a step forward, start your application first. You never can tell. Anybody can just come and be like, oh, there's a scholarship somewhere. You can apply for this loan care. One of the directors already mentioned a loan or a partnership with a loan company for students who are willing to go through Study Now to study at universities, either UK or other universities. If you don't start, if you don't make researches, how do you get to know about them? So the idea is you start and see how things are going to roll up for you.
I think I'm going to do that, and I've been super pumped.
about applying to study in the UK. So
First of all, I want to give the flowers to the entire Study Now team, especially from those who organized everything, sleepless nights. On behalf of Study Now, the entire team would like to say a very big
Thank you to everyone who made it possible to the Study Now Fair in collaboration with Wrexham University.
thank you for believing in us, and we keep on looking forward to having you and to making your wishes and dreams come true.